Good morning to all of you. I got those pictures. I got that first picture about it was just earlier today. It was before my dad actually came back home from Walmart. He had to go shopping, but he was like, "Go outside, take a picture. It looks awesome." So I went outside and I saw the sky, and I was like, "I've got to get my drone up in the air." And I didn't notice, but I had left the battery off of charge, off of use for so long that it had actually died, because that's one of the safety settings, is it actually use up the battery so that it doesn't just keep that charge forever and drain the life expectancy for the battery. So it actually drained a lot of the battery. It's down to I think it's like 22%, and that takes quite a while. So that tells you how long it's been since I've used it. And I haven't really used it too much because I'm pretty sure I told you guys, but there was an issue with recording and then using the footage that I got from the drone onto the editor. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason I could not import from the file to the editor that I use, the software. So that was kind of annoying. I stopped using it for a while. I've got to see tomorrow. Maybe I'll try and test it out, see if it'll work. But I want to get using it again because it gets really good footage, and it's fun to use. But the funny thing about that picture is it was taken in like a rushed moment. I got it like maybe 30 feet off the ground before it gave the warning that it was going to have to land, because once it goes down to a certain percentage, it's just basically going to override everything you're doing, and it's going to land. So, I mean, the only thing that you can do is kind of make it hover, or maybe go up a little bit just in case, you know, it's going to run into something maybe. It's forced to land, so it's not going to see anything underneath it, especially this one, because it's too old. It doesn't have that new sonar stuff that the new ones have, but you can basically kind of control it a little bit. So I kept it up in the air for as long as I could. I think it was like a max of like 15 seconds, I'm not even kidding. And then it was like, okay, I've got to come down, it's too low battery. So I kind of just steered it back down to the ground, and thankfully I got the picture, and it was really good. I think the last time I used the drone was around Christmas break, and that's mostly because I haven't had time to use it, but it's also just the fact that I haven't been able to use it for YouTube. So I'm going to try and test it out tomorrow, see if that works. I haven't tested it out in a while. Maybe they've had an update, so I could go, I'm actually going to check right now if they've had an update. If they do, then maybe that'll fix it, but that would be very helpful in my case. I'm going to have to call it here. It's a little later, but I did test out the drone, the footage, to see if it would actually work and go into the editor, and it turns out whatever bugs they had, they fixed. So it records in the right file type, because that was the issue I was having. Is I would go to try and add it to the video editor, but for some reason the video editor that I use wouldn't accept that file type. So that was kind of annoying. It would give me an error message every time I would try to add it. But this time I tested it out. It's like a 10-second clip, literally just me recording the floor, and I tested it out by just making a new file. And trying to add it, and it actually worked. So I'm going to be using the drone a lot more frequently now that it works. I don't know when they patched it or fixed it or whatever, but I'm glad they did. But I'm going to have to call it here because it's getting kind of late, and I do sadly have homework this weekend. I'm going to see how much I can get done with it though. It's not really that much. But anyways, I hope you've all enjoyed this video today. Thank you all so much for watching this video. It's a little longer than what I've been doing normally, and that's what I've been aiming for. Because I want these more normal videos, because if they're just so short, then you just get tired of watching them, because they're just like, you've got to click to the next video every time, and it's not very fulfilling. But this one hopefully is a little more fulfilling. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Good night to all of you, and see all of you in the morning tomorrow.